Now they ask us to carry out, also embedded in the same spreadsheet, a pie chart showing the distribution of what I'll spend in each type of furniture. That is, a pie chart. Each sector will represent the percentage of the total that we will spend on each type of element. Besides the graphical representation of each sector, be it larger or smaller relative to the total amount of money that I'm going to spend on this element, on this chair, this kind of chair, or this kind of table, we also want the percentage of the total that this represents to be represented in the chart. It tells us that title should be net and a legends that will be display underneath the chart, the name of each element from the list with the color allocated to each sector of the chart. We go to our spreadsheet. Here we have the data, and what we have to represent now is the total I'll spend in each of the elements. That is, the total. These are the values that I'm going to spend both on the sun couch, which I'm going to buy 1 of, and on the wrought iron chairs, which I'm going to buy 4 of. I'm going to spend 48 euros. These are the data that we will represent. Furthermore, it tells us that the title of the chart must be Bennett, which is precisely the title we have assigned here in the header of this column of data. So we will have to represent it too. Finally, it tells us to show in the legend the names of the different elements in order to know what color we have assigned to each of them. The names of the segments, we have them here in column A, which we see as a range that is separated from the data range I want to represent. This means I cannot do it directly selecting the range that includes them all, because we have 2 intermediate columns, which would be those that would be represented instead of the net data. So what we have to do is see that we have this column selected and add this selection. I hit the Control key. I add this other range, which we see is the same size, meaning I am not going to have any problems. Once here we insert a pie chart. We see that it is essentially what they asked us for. The different proportions are represented, but it is not indicated what these proportions are. In this case, it is very simple. We would have to, of the different chart designs they give us, that we have here in the ribbon, we see that, of those they give us, in this case, the second already represents the pie chart. We can make it a bit bigger. And within what is the segments or circular sectors of each of them, it indicates the percentage of the total that we are going to spend. We are going to spend 47% of our money on the couch, 19% on the table, etc., etc. And then underneath what is the titlenet that they asked us for, we have the legend that indicates, furthermore, which element each color corresponds to, what kind of furniture it corresponds to.